This is a high honor, Arisen. See, you do not take it lightly. Here are the details. Wondrous tidings, Arisen. The Duke is to grant you an audience. His Grace wishes to commend you for your valor and your service to the land. Know, however, that any errand you have taken on will be left to another to complete. You will also be asked to return your writ of permission to join the hunt. If you have aught left undone, pray tend to it afore you come to see the Duke, sir. I must be clear. Your audience with His Grace will put an end to any current tasks, and you will be asked to return your license to the Worm Hunt. Knowing that, are you prepared to see His Grace now? You are quite certain? No tasks left incomplete? No need for the license to the hunt? Understood. Then pray, enter the castle, sir. A guide awaits within to see you to His Grace.
Tonight the fisher knight leaves the humble shores of home for the heady depths of court. Pray, let this token from humble Festi garner favour with the leviathans within. Oh, tut-tut, no time for thanks, friend. The Duke awaits. Sail on, dear knight, sail on.
Look at the brave knight.
Word of your feats has reached us here, sir. You've the worm's own strength to cleft the Hydra's pate in one blow. No doubt you'll prove more than equal to the dragon. I await tell of your next victory.
I am called Mirabelle, sir. Lady-in-waiting to my mistress, Eleanor, newly come to this place as His Grace's bride. A duchess now she is. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Arisen. My mistress, the duchess and I are come from Melois, north in Aldring. Come all this way to a foreign land to wed? Mistress Eleanor, that is, not I. I never did marry. But yes, freshly come as a bride and the dragon attacks. 'Tis ill fortune, is it not? The Duchess ne'er was blessed with good fortune, even as a child. I say, milady needs learn speak her mind more frankly, if I may be so bold as to say. Always too gentle, that one, too eager to please. And she's e'er been left holding the short straw for it. Even the business of this present marriage. Duke Edmund is the hero, slayed the dragon in his day. But his day is long past, if you'll forgive me saying, and he hardly has a face to swoon for. Oh, but my tongue runs loose. You've a commoner's mane, Arisen, that I fear has got me to gossiping like an old hen. Silence is golden, so the saying goes. I shall still my mouth a while.
I cannot fathom His Grace's waste of coin on such festivity, while our defences stand bare. Just the same, I'll not refuse his wine.
Longevity can seem a curse when it means living to see such times. Another dragon once was enough. Another...
I'll grant such gaiety may unite the men and stoke them to greater valor. But do we truly have the time to lend such pursuits with a dragon upon us?
If Duke Edmund judges morale that important, I'll attempt to enjoy myself.
I fear your crown outshines my own. By my command, every road in Grancis shall be open to you henceforth as a member of the Worm Hunt. May your efforts help deliver us from the shadow of the dragon. As long as that damnable beast draws breath, I'll fain accept any help on offer. All right.
So this is the Arisen. I see no difference in your mane than any other knight. What is it you possess that sets you so apart? A hidden strength? Good fortune?
Arisen. Hail, sir. It seems you truly stand apart from the rest of us. Some sneered when I presented the Hydra's head. Said it was your feat alone that won it. In truth, I cannot deny it. I had no hand in it. It is plain fact. But what of the enlistment corps then? What meaning does our fealty hold? I have no answer to give my men. To give myself.
The sovereign of this land ill comprehends the urgency of the danger it faces. This eve's empty pomp is ample proof. All gaiety, without a hint of real concern. I'll allow, 'tis well understandable. A people numbed by 2 generations of peace cannot be expected to know true resolve. 'Tis a lesson taught by fire and sacrifice. Pray, let his grace learn before the fire takes all. But I ought not speak in such bold terms before his grace.
The Duke has seemed different of late. The Duke has seemed different of late.
Danger stalks the capital even now. Are the rest of you truly blind to that simple truth?
Let us speak another time, sir.
All through my reign, I foresaw the coming of this danger. And so I gathered men into armies, stones into strongholds. I readied for war. And then you were risen. You came to us, and the dragon with you. Pray, think on the meaning of that, and of your duty.
Even as his guest, I'll thank you to keep your distance from his grace. I've heard talk. You're the Arisen, eh? It's quite an honor to be employed by the Duke himself.
You stand before the Duke. Pray, remember your place.
Ah, the glorious return of the inimitable, the indomitable, the unforgettable! Scratch that last one. Who were you again?
My. Apologies, dear warrior. But to see a face austere as the castle walls adorned with this... Still, 'tis more agreeable than the endlessly dour air of most of my husband's sawn swords. Valor dwells in the heart, after all. The brave ought not need their raiment to speak for their mettle, no? Hail, dear warrior of the lovely helm. I fear I am remiss in asking your name, sir. Arisen? You must forgive me. I fear I am grossly ignorant in matters of war. I had thought all who fought shared the title warrior. But again, you must excuse me. I am Eleanor, come just a few days past as a bride to the Duke. I pray you will serve my lord husband faithfully, Sir Warrior. I presume the crown you bear is a mark of your station as the Arisen? I must apologize for my laughter, good sir. I assure you I meant no disrespect. You would gift me your crown, dear warrior? You are far too kind. I shall cherish it. I shall pray for your safe travels, sir.
By decree of the Duke, you are to be allowed free passage into the castle. This right extends only to your person, and you are advised to comport yourself fittingly. A grievous breach in conduct will see you removed from the castle, or worse. You will take your orders from the Duke's Chamberlain, Aldous. Speak to him for further instruction. May the Maker see you on to further glory, sir.
How fared your audience with His Grace, Arisen? Aldous Ludric Sorn at your service, sir. I serve as a Chamberlain in the Duke's court. As you may have seen for yourself, it seems His Grace is unwell. In truth, there is worry enough to make any man's head ache, but I fear he ails of worse than worry. Perhaps I ought not speak further on the matter, for my own well-being. I am charged with assigning royal orders, tasks of great import issued by the Duke himself. Pray forgive the bother, but I ask that you come to see me here in the castle whenever circumstances allow you to take on assignment. The future of this war is murky, sir. May your efforts help to bring its end into sight.
Representatives from lands sworn to aid against the dragon will be gathered in the audience chamber.
Sir Mercedes, acting captain of the enlistment corps, has also come from abroad.
You know of the witch what lives in those woods?
Aye, they say she understands worm speak, the dragon's own tongue.
That hexer's lived there for many a year. Even as a child, I heard cradle tales of her witchery.
His Grace is keen to seek out the old.
We're like to have dealings with
Even
the
now,
army
he
here
gathers
some
men
time
for a
to
search
come.
party.
That hexer's lived there for many a year. Even as a child, I heard cradle tales of her witchery.
Aye, they say she understands worm speak, the dragon's own tongue.
This pawn ill likes the sound of witch hunts. Allow me to guide you.
Talk of witch hunts has me worried for Celine. Let's seek a guide. Talk of witch hunts has me worried for Celine. Let's seek a guide.
You know more of the witch? Rumors swirl of late. Most on how she speaks with the dragon. Consorts with them more, like some say. Others claim she summoned the worm herself. Whatever the case, we could do worse than seek her counsel if she knows aught of the beast. Speak with the soldiers to hear more of the witch. Even now they mount an expedition to find her.
Here now, a warrior such as yourself seeks always finer weapons, yeah? If you aid me in a small matter, you shall have access to weapons both fearsome and powerful. What do you say? Excellent. So, have you heard tell of the master weaponsmith in these parts? His talent is without measure, but he's stubborn as a plough beast and sells only to a chosen circle of clients. To such patrons, he gifts an idol to make his favour known. I must gain such an icon and access to his wares no matter what the cost. It's often been said you possess a talent for discovery. Secure me a figurine, and I shall provide weapons the likes of which you have never dreamed. What say you? Will you help?
I recall seeing figurines near the home of the Dragon Forged, and in the Witchwood.
Well, hello. Hail, Arisen, looking dour as ever, I see. I've a proposal that might put some cheer in those cheeks. Will you hear me? Well, it's like this. A peddler is only as good as her suppliers. For my own part, being both clever and beautiful, I've little trouble keeping an inventory. But contentment leads to failure, so I seek new weaponsmiths to supply my shop. I have a certain one in mind, a man of singular talent, but caustic temperament. Much as you, in truth. The smith refuses audience with all but select clients. And upon such clients he bestows an idol, so as to prove his favor. If I can recover such a figurine, I would have singular right to peddle his wares in these parts. There is no cost I will not bear to gain this icon. So what say you, Arisen? Will you retrieve an idol for me? This is a job most suited to your talents. I pray you will not fail me in it.
Quickly, we must help her.
Hang her! Hang the witch! She conquers a dragon! Damnable hexer!
She's in with the dragon! Heretic! Be gone! Away with you! By the Maker!
A golem.
Rock! It moves! Monster!
This is her devilry!
Pass me the amulet! Too hard!
What if we can get to that?
Blood strikes will best shatter the distance. Beware of them, for your life!
Those glowing discs are
Attack
its...
Over the tunnel.
Attack! Must be well hurt by now.
It's too hard! Useless. It repels all attacks. Now, while we can get at that distance.
I'll grab it when it's weakest! Not scratch, the best shadow exists.
Straight into it from this way. When its ambulance goes fire.
A tunnel extends where the golem stood. Let's go find Celine.
What's this? What could be beyond? Hidden path. Come, Master. We must find Celine. Could she have gone? We must have missed something. Celine. And
Let's have a look.
I feel familiar with this area. Treasure, perhaps? What's this?
I am sorry, Arisen. You share in my troubles through no fault of your own. Some part of me has long known I was, in truth, a pawn. I do not age or die as others. And always I found making my own decisions difficult. Gran gifted me a portion of her very soul. It was a kindness I can never repay. At first, I knew not how to use this gift. But now I have met you.
So, you are Arisen. This may come as a small surprise, but I know well the path you walk. For you see, I myself was once Arisen. And this girl, Celine, was my pawn. The soul of an Arisen cannot but affect their follower. Given time, the pawn will assume the Arisen's very form. This is the bestowal of spirit, or so I named it. I did not grasp the full meaning of this transfer when first I noticed it. But well, Celine. See how she resembles me? I pray she can soon live her life as a human true. Age and experience separate us, Arisen, but I know you ken my words. Celine is more than born now. She yearns to choose the course of her life, free from the will of others. If you can aid in this, there may yet be a future for her.
My pawn print.
Yes, I see it now. In truth, I had long thought as much. The ways of pawns and humans are so very close.
Can I truly live? Can I be human?
You can, Celine. The bestowal of spirit granted you my heart. As you learned of the world, you filled this heart with feelings of your own. Pawns are but shadows of life, doomed to forever echo out across the rift. But soon you will be freed of this unending cycle. Then will your thoughts belong to you alone. Then will you speak with your own voice.
My own voice. I would be with you.
We need be distracted from our quest by fear for Celine no further. I'll take that.
We need be distracted from our quest by fear for Celine no further.
We need be distracted from our quest by fear for Celine no further.
We need be distracted from our quest by fear for Celine no further.
Please, Arisen, say that I might stay in your village, under your roof. I want dearly for a place I can feel safe. Herbs? Ah, for brewing ale. Very well. Here, you are welcome to these.